Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Of June, unless you're watching a rerun, then it's whatever day you're watching the rerun. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the Jason Show. Welcome to the show. I'm Jace. Please help me in saying hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Goodyear Tires Employee of the Month, Kendall Mark, everybody.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm great. Did you know that my husband used to work at one of those tire places?
He did? He did, yes.
Yes. He was like a tire pro, honor offer person.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's the technical term.
I think that's what they call them. Yes, the Tires Plus. Hello.
Well, and here's a fun fact. I don't know how to change a tire.
Jason.
I know, audience. If anyone wants to teach me, I mean, after the show, I don't know how to change. I honestly... We were just recounting this, and I think it's one of those stories I didn't tell because it was so traumatic. You know, when Colin and I went to rescue my mom from the hurricane in Louisiana, we rented we had to land in Houston, and we rented a big old SUV, and we were driving from Houston to Lake Charles, Louisiana, and as you can imagine, after that giant storm, there was debris everywhere. And we needed to get to her and to her house. We picked her up from a hotel that we placed her in just to keep her safe and cool. And so we grabbed my mom. We're on the way, and we ran over debris on the road that shredded our tires. So it was the worst of all circumstances. You had heat, no cell service, no AAA, and two gay guys that couldn't change a tire. So, you know, and
Oh, Colin can't change a tire either.
Oh, no, well, Colin could, but because it was a rental, they don't give you the tools. So you just have a tire. Luckily, we met a really nice guy at the rest area we stopped at, and we asked him if he could help us, and we threw every bit of money that we had in our pocket. My mom gave him bananas. We were like, do you want snack foods, anything? And bada boom, bada bing. He helped us. He was a good Samaritan. Yeah, good man. That was, yeah. But then that was the day that I thought, oh, I should probably learn how to change a tire, and I haven't yet.
This sounds like a shoot.
I know. Kendall.
Already ruminating.
Kendall's the one that organizes little shoots for us. And speaking of which, I woke up this morning, you know, I'm like, oh, it's going to be a good day. No pun intended with our theme song. But I'm like, oh, it's going to be a good day, you know. And then I realized, you know, I'm like, oh, I think we have a big audience today, which we do. They're great. I get to spend time with them. And I go, oh, crap. Kendall signed me up for something after the show. And Kendall has signed me up to sumo wrestle with Ted. Yeah.
Yep.
So immediately after the show, producer Ted and I are getting in the sumo wrestling outfits in the Fox 9 parking lot, and we're going at it. I mean, we're just,
Yep.
Yeah, and now look, it's not just for our pleasure. You'll see it. I mean, we're going to show it to you probably this week.
Yes.
Executive producer Jeff goes, tell them it'll be on TV, Jason. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be what?
Baby oil.
Oh, they're putting us in baby oil too?
It was just an extra add-on. I said, throw it in there.
But before we get going, may I ask you a question? Yeah. You signed us up for this. Why aren't you doing this? Like, why?
Do I look like I want to sumo wrestle anytime soon?
Yeah, you're the sporty spice on our show. Ted isn't athletic. I'm not athletic. I mean, Ted runs.
This is great.
Yeah,
the two of you together.
I don't know why it went like this, but I mean, this is Ted running. But
see Ted run.
You're the most athletic one on our staff.
I'll stick to like horseback riding. You guys sumo wrestle. These are the equals.
Okay. Fine, I should say. Jeff rode horses when he was a kid or something. That's about all he did, or played football or something. I don't know.
He was in every organized event you could do in high school.
Eric and I are, I should say, the least athletic people on our staff. Yeah. And we're just not quite sure about Leo. Anyway, let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it. Oh, wait. Correction, Leo is probably the most athletic because he plays shuffleboard, or the curling. He plays curling, yeah.
He plays curling.
Leo probably plays shuffleboard too. Let's get started. First up, Obi-Wan Kenobi dropped over the weekend on Disney+. And while streams for the new show are breaking all sorts of records, that's the good news. Thank you. I feel the same way. But here's the crappy side of this, the crappy side of Sears. It's also unleashing the disgusting side of Star Wars fandom. No joking aside, this is disgusting. Moses Ingram, wonderful actress. She was in The Queen's Gambit, was in a movie with Denzel Washington. Moses Ingram stars in the new series. She's a black actress. There's a reason I'm pointing this out, and you'll find out in about 2 seconds. And over the weekend was the subject of vicious DMs, vicious messages from online trolls. We're calling them trolls in the script. I have another name for them. Co-star Ewan McGregor posted a message. This is reason number 450 why we love Ewan McGregor. Look at this.
It seems that some of the fan base from this influential fan base have decided to attack Moses Ingram online and send her the most horrendous racist DMs. And I heard some of them this morning, and it just broke my heart. Moses is a brilliant actor. She's a brilliant woman, and she's absolutely amazing in this series. She brings so much to the series. She brings so much to the franchise. And it just sickened me to my stomach to hear that this had been happening. I just want to say, as the leading actor in the series, as the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses. We love Moses. And if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. There's no place for racism in this world. And I totally stand with Moses.
Amen. It's crap like this that makes me almost embarrassed to be a Star Wars fan, because there is a river, and it goes back a while, but it goes back recently to John Boyega, who played Finn in the sequel movies. He got attacked by the same idiots. And then after that, the second movie, Last Jedi, Kelly Marie Tran, an Asian American actress who played Rose, was bullied so bad. And you know I don't like the overuse of that word. I hate when people misuse the word bully. Oh, you're bullying. No, bullying is when you're punching down or there's a power imbalance. Kelly was bullied so bad that she left social media. She had depression. It really upset her. And now we have it again with Moses. I don't understand it. I do understand it. In a way, these folks feel this way, and because now on Twitter everybody has a megaphone, it's like unleashing the crap under your couch cushion, and then the crap has a megaphone, and then that's what this is. It's nothing but crap. It's just, it's horrible. There's no place for this in Star Wars fandom, and it's the same people that you cannot like the character. That's part of being a fan of any franchise. You cannot like that episode, and I don't like that plot line, and I don't like that character. But I got to tell you, I saw this tweet yesterday, and I went, And the tweet said something like this: If all the characters you don't like are women or people of color, then check yourself. You cannot like characters. I got to tell you, there are characters of Star Wars I don't like. There are whole movies I don't like. But if every person you don't like in a franchise are women or people of color, maybe it's time to start asking yourself some really difficult questions about yourself. And to Moses, and to Moses, to try to balance the negative with some positive, and that's what this show tries to do. And what I just said there, I'm not trying to get on a soapbox. You know I don't like to speak to you guys like that. but to try to balance out the negative with the positive. Hi, Moses, you don't know me. You don't know Kendall. That's Kendall right over there.
Hi,
Wave to Moses. Moses, I've watched the 3 episodes now, and you are fantastic. You are good. And you know what? The people that don't like your character, hello, there are 3 episodes left. Let the show unfold. Let the whole thing unfold, and then you can gripe and moan and complain. Wait until the show completes, and then do your trolling. Anyway, we love you, and you're doing a great job, and welcome to the Star Wars universe. Speaking of the new show, the first episodes of Kenobi are on Disney+. I got to watch them over the weekend. I kind of gave away what I think. 1, 2, 3 dropped overnight. I watched just a minute or 2 because I knew I needed to say something about it. Here's all I will say about the one that dropped overnight. Vader. Darth Vader is in this episode. That's all I'm going to say. Overall, 1 and 2 I loved. I think the production value is great. The things I do maybe have a problem with, I'm not going to mention because of what I just said. I'm actually going to let the whole 6-episode show unfold before I give it a critique, because maybe there's stuff that we don't know that's coming. Anyway, I love it. Now we love Ewan because he's a good man. This makes you love Ewan again as an actor. He's so good in this role. He's so good.
Did you like it more than The Mandalorian? Because you love The Mandalorian too. I know that that's got 2 whole seasons on this, but would you say it's the same? Like,
I had the same level of excitement. Okay. And it's because I'm more connected to the characters of Obi-Wan. They've been around for 40-some years, so we have more of an emotional connection. Wait until I'll give you a verdict of what's better at the end of the run. There's 6 episodes, but right now, they're neck and neck just because Obi-Wan's one of my favorite characters, and of course, you can't beat Darth Vader. You just can't. We're going to take a break. We have so much more ahead. Go get some more coffee. I'll be back in a minute. Back in a minute. We're not through with the hot dish quite yet. Next.
And I honestly thought that I was well suited for it.
Levar Burton is being very honest on his real feelings toward not getting the hosting gig on Jeopardy. Category is things that sting. Then, celeb wedding feel without the celeb wedding price. A local wedding planner gives you all the tips you need. And find out what Disney is handing out for passengers of their new ride. Wait till you hear this. That and more when we come back. I can always I always can tell about the audience when I'm back there waiting to go out. And this is an A+ audience right here. They are great. They're fun. And Aaron has barely gotten through the audience with the wet bar. So, I mean, that's a sign. Yeah. That's fine. We'll get to you guys in a second, I promise. Welcome back. Well, and you're thinking, ooh, Jason, you just said you don't do anything controversial. Just wait. Just hold on a minute. The entire country is awaiting a decision from the Supreme Court. But that's all we're going to say, because Jimmy Kimmel has kind of turned this into, well, you'll see. Wanted to see if people on the street knew anything about the news, like anything at all. That is our Late Night Rewind.
This weekend was the big MMA heavyweight fight, Roe versus Wade. Describe that fight for us.
Oh, man. Wade, he was talking all type of stuff, you know what I mean? Like he's something, but he wasn't nothing. He got it right in the kisser. He's out.
Doesn't care about if he's going to get knocked out. He just goes in. He's ruthless.
Who'd you watch that fight with?
I was actually by myself.
Did you watch it with any women?
The fight?
Yeah.
Actually, there was a woman there, yeah, okay.
What did she think of the fight, Roe versus Wade?
Well, she wasn't as impressed. She was mostly on her phone on Instagram.
People are calling the fight the Ruckus and the Uteruckus. You think it lived up to that name?
The Ruckus and the Uteruckus? Definitely, I like the ring to it, too.
We're talking about the big MMA heavyweight fight last weekend, Roe versus Wade. Who did you have in that fight? Who were you rooting for?
I don't know, say Wade.
What did you like about Wade?
Just like his attitude, determination.
Were you surprised to see those two still going at it so many years later?
No, like people hold grudges.
Oh, you want to sing a song about your dog?
Dogs rule the world, but their still love for the cats don't necessarily mean it like that. All praise to the alien baby.
Okay. Well,
The alien baby?
that's the streets of Hollywood, everybody. That's the streets. I mean, I'm just saying. What am I going to say?
I weep for the future.
I weep for the future. That's right. I really do. I mean, you think to yourself, people can't be that
Dumb.
Thank you. I'm not going to, yeah. But then you think, yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah, there was the girl. She was on the gram.
Yeah. And I think the camera pointing in their face just puts them on the spot, and it's like, let's make up anything. You know, oh yeah, I had a party for that wrestling match that never happened. Or no, MMA fight, not wrestling. Yeah, whatever. Next in the dish, move over, Bridgerton. There's a new record holder at Netflix. Stranger Things, Season 4, Part 1, has shattered the streamer's opening weekend viewing numbers. The season has already been viewed for 287 million hours. Yeah. That's nearly 1 million hours more than the previous record holder, Bridgerton Season 2. The show has its sights set on Squid Games next, which logged 1.65 billion viewing hours in the first month. Wow, that's a lot of Squid Game. And I watched it. That's just a lot of Squid Game.
A lot of death.
That was a lot of death.
Yeah.
There was a lot of really odd death in that show.
And like animatronics and stuff.
I'm liking. Are you? That's right. You don't watch. I'm not going to ask you.
I'm sorry.
I am now 3 episodes in. I am. Oh, Aaron's done. I'm really liking it. It's scary. This is like. But you know what? They're doing what they did with the Harry Potter franchise. The books. And plot matured with the reading audience as the kids.
That's a good way to put it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's very similar now because all the kids look like they're 30. I mean I'm not kidding. The kid Mike, he looks like he's old enough to rent a car. You know, they look like very old adults.
They have facial hair.
They do. Well, I forgot it was like 2016, and now that's what.
That's light years and like teenage years.
Yeah, exactly. Next in the dish, Levar Burton is not holding back on his audition to take over for Alex Trebek as the host of Jeopardy. So here's the deal. In the new interview, Levar says the entire experience was not a fair fight. Look.
It was my favorite game show. It really was. I mean, I watched that show since I was in the 3rd grade, and Art Fleming was the host. And I honestly thought that I was well suited for it. As it turns out, it really wasn't a competition after all. The fix was in. Experiencing a very public defeat, humiliation, if you will, was sobering. And what I learned from the experience really is that it reinforced my belief that everything happens for a reason. Even if you cannot discern the reason in the moment, in the fullness of time, everything will be revealed. And like I said, it was, I think, in that first week of feeling really sort of not just disappointed, but wrecked.
Well, yeah, I mean, I believe it too. I believe everything happens for a reason. I believe one door doesn't close without another one opening. I believe you can't make an entrance until you make an exit. I believe in all that stuff. But I do believe, and I'm coming at this from, I'm a big fan of Levar, and if you go back and you watch our old episodes when the debate was still raging of who would take over from Alex, I thought Levar would be great. He was a contender. However, he was the last one to really audition. And I don't know if it was a matter of, was he told something by his people? Meaning, or was he believing his own press? Because the press, the entertainment media was really pushing him. So was he just believing, I hate the word narrative, it's overused, but was he just believing the narrative that he was the front runner, or was he told concrete things by the producers that made him feel so wrecked? Because he shouldn't have, he could be disappointed, right? But wrecked by it? He knew it was he knew that multiple people were auditioning.
Well, I think, too, he might have thought, this is the next Reading Rainbow for me. I mean, people love Reading Rainbow, and he hosted that forever so well. And then all of us were like, I mean, me included, because I was a Reading Rainbow kid, this is perfect. Yes, it should be him. So maybe part of that. But I also like, during this interview, he called it the Voldemort effect. He's like, that show, which shall not be named.
Yeah.
He like wouldn't say it.
Well,
it was pretty funny.
It leads me to believe there's something we don't know.
Exactly.
You know, so I don't want to come down and say, why do you, I mean, Levar has how he feels is valid. I think there's something we don't know. I think his agent or publicist was told something by the production team that, oh no, Levar's number one or number two. Because if not, why would you feel that way when Mayim Bialik hosted for months, you know, auditioned for months? What's this, Ken Jennings was hosting the EP that got booted? He basically had the show, you know, anyway.
Right.
Well, Levar, again, things happen for a reason, so he's not going to do Jeopardy. He's going to host the Scripps National Spelling Bee, which airs tomorrow night. So there we go, another opportunity for him. Next in the dish, one of my favorite shows on streaming has announced the next season will be its last. The Good Fight over there on Paramount Plus just released their teaser for the 6th and final season. Look.
Hallelujah.
So good. Well, so this is season 6 that we were talking in our meeting. That's a really good run. I don't want this show to go on and leave. I want it to leave on top. It's so topical. It is, look, if you don't want any politics, this probably isn't the show for you. I'm just being very honest. I enjoy it because I'm a diehard of The Good Wife. And I love Christine Baranski, and I love some of these holdover characters. Speaking of that, it appears Juliana Margulies will not appear in this final season. There were rumors that she was going to because she was The Good Wife. But then CBS, and this is, I was with Juliana. They wanted Juliana to come back on the show, and they were going to pay her like $17.50. You know,
right, a nickel.
Here, Juliana, you get a Slurpee and $20 to go back on.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, and she stuck up for herself. She looked at CBS. She goes, "Y'all have some money, and I am the good wife. Without the good wife, there wouldn't be the good fight. So, show me the money." You know, and I.
Yep.
Which I think is a boneheaded move on CBS. They would have gotten so much publicity if Juliana would have come back. But I like the show regardless. It's one of my favorites on streaming.
And 6 seasons is good. I mean, some of my favorite shows have ended at 6 seasons. It's a nice little bow.
Paramount Plus. Next in the dish, we're learning more details about why Matthew Morrison, you know, the coach from Glee, was kicked off So You Think You Can Dance. So according to the journalistic pillars at People magazine, the actor, thank you, Aaron, the actor was booted over flirty messages he sent a contestant. We told you yesterday. I told you, we guessed it. Now, again, alleged, he reached out to her over social media, and she felt uncomfortable with his line of comments and went to producers who got the network involved. Yesterday, we told you Matthew had violated production protocols after filming had started. Now, we don't know who's going to replace him on the judging panel. Come on. Do you not think if you're going to be a little pervy, why are you sending a DM to a contestant? You have to know that you're going to get busted.
And Nigel Lithgow never would have done that. He was a judge forever and ever and ever, and they replaced the old judges for new talent. Thank you.
Top row.
Dumb. Nigel would not have done that.
Top row, a big Nigel fan
Thank
up there.
You.
Yeah.
Me too. It's great.
He is nice. I do like Nigel.
Thank
But
you.
You're right. But and I'm just saying, Matthew, you've been in the business a long time. You know better. If you're going to do that,
You dummy.
First of all, don't do that. You're not supposed to talk to the contestants anyway. Yeah. It's time to meet today's JVIP. Today it's Julie Bennett. Hi, Julie. When asked what she loves about our show, Julie goes, well, everything. Thanks, Julie. She loves the banter between Kendall and I, loves all the crew, and says it's so much fun to spend an hour with us. Well, that's what we hope so. We hope that's the case. Julie says I'm a heck of a guy and a hard worker. Well, I try. I really do. Julie will receive a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to the studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. That's right. Okay, can I tell, this audience is killing me today. I love them. I could say any word and they would, ooh, watch this. Parakeet. That's right. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
Let's make it a good day.
And welcome back. Well, we know it's wedding season, and if you want to add a little Hollywood glamour to the wedding, but you don't want to take out like a second, third, fourth, fifth mortgage, there's a way to do it. Here with some great tips is a wedding planner, Elizabeth Sherry. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Jason.
So, we don't do a lot of these topics on the show because our show is just ridiculous. But I love this because I have having had a wedding about 10 years, I have very strong opinions on this because I think people leave money on the table when they don't need to.
Absolutely. Hey, I researched your wedding, actually.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I got the scoop.
I gotta tell you, we did it pretty cheaply.
Yeah, the Lowe's, right?
The Lowe's.
And can you tell me about your wedding cake? I'm sorry to make you do the interview, but I need the wedding cake is what stands out to me.
Thank you for bringing that up. It's my favorite, other than the marriage. It's my favorite thing of the. Thank you, audience. We both love the movie Steel Magnolias, and we had a bleeding armadillo groom's cake. So it was a wedding cake in the shape of a giant armadillo, and it's from, if you've seen the movie, and I'm sure we'll put a little scene over this. Yeah, that's what we did. And it was great. But to lead into the first thing, there are things you can skip that I love all of your tips. Let's start with this first one. Skip the champagne toast.
And skip it as far as a toast goes.
Okay.
I think there's a more strategic way to do it. So I was in catering for 10 years. Every night I would pour down champagne, signature cocktails, down the drain. What a waste. There's a better way to do it. Can you imagine now coming to a wedding and you have butler passed champagne upon arrival, and now your ceremony, everyone just has a little bit of lift to them in their spirits as they're watching you take your vows.
I like the word lift.
That's what those bubbles do.
Yeah.
So that's a great way to do it instead of at the toast, because most people are going to drink their water or their wine that's at the table, and otherwise it's just wasteful.
So have it served. Don't just put like a buffet of it out there.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, and speaking on that same family, do butler passed hors d'oeuvres with just a few per person?
Yes. Some people go a little bit crazy. And again, that's something that I would throw down, well, not the drain, but in the garbage. You would throw in the garbage at the end of the night. And it was something where it just felt so wasteful. So instead, just have a couple. And by the time that those are wrapping up, it's time to get moving anyways. And have you ever been to those weddings where you're just stuffed? I mean, not as stuffed as I am right now, but stuffed.
Yes.
That's starting there.
Feed them a little bit, because I think you'd agree. You want them to be in a good mood, and you don't want them hangry, because then they don't want to sit through your ceremony. And nothing worse than a hangry person.
Absolutely. No one needs to be doing Lamaze during dinner.
No. Number 3, off-season or non-prime wedding days. This is actually becoming trendy, like Thursdays, right?
Yes. The pandemic kind of did a little bit to this, is that people were fighting for wedding dates, and obviously Saturday being the most prime, May through June in Minnesota is the most prime. So you're paying premier when you're looking at those types of dates and times and the premier venues. But if you think about those venues that are more costly during those times, you could do a gorgeous winter wedding. I mean, we have an asset here that people don't take enough of advantage of, to have the beautiful backdrop of snow and just that white landscape. It's gorgeous. So that's actually a little bit more cost effective to do it and it could save you thousands. I'm telling you, thousands. Like if you go to a Friday, thousands, Sunday, thousands, winter weddings, thousands.
We knocked our bill down thousands by doing it in September and doing it at and then we could have saved even more, but I did want a Saturday, but we could have saved, she told us, we could have saved $4,000 if we would have moved it to even a Friday. She was willing to do that. Find a venue that has preferred catering list versus one with an exclusive caterer. Can you explain this one?
Sure. This one gets a little in the weeds, but I'm going to just do it as kind of simple economics.
Okay.
Think about when you have one source for something. So it's a monopoly, right? There is going to be a higher rate. There's going to be a higher premium on that space. Whereas if you have an open market into certain venues that allow off-premise catering, you get to choose what type of cuisine you want, something that maybe even represents you and your couple or your partner in this. So that actually opens up, not saying that those exclusive partnerships aren't great, but it is something where if you're looking to be a little bit more cost effective, I'd look right there.
I have a friend that's getting ready, rented a venue, a great venue, but not an overly fancy venue, and is hired a food truck to pull up, and it's casual, but people love that. I mean, everybody thinks that everybody wants fancy. They just want a hamburger.
Yeah.
They just want food.
Well, I was just at a wedding where the kids' meal was the #1 meal.
Really?
Everyone was like, I want that.
Well, on this, my best, and I think you'll agree, I cut back on what I spent on the actual dinner. Like, I didn't offer beef because beef was really expensive.
Yes.
But what we did was we took that money and we did a late night menu, which was I get more comments on the chicken fingers and the pizza at like 10. It was the best decision, one of the best decisions we made.
Absolutely. It keeps people calm too, not too.
Fewer people ask yourself, would I hand this person a $100 bill? What do you mean?
Yeah, so this is a little cutthroat, so it's kind of mean. But if you look at your guest list and you got some from your parents and your, partner's parents, and you see 300 names on there, that's unrealistic. That's really hard to maintain, especially today. So I say, if you will not give them $100 today, don't invite them. It's a minimum $100 to have them at your wedding.
I love that.
I knew you would love cutthroat.
I love the cutthroat. Because I called our main guests 94, and then the people we invited to just the reception, the 694s.
Yeah.
They were just the
great local reference. I love that.
Thank you. We got to go, but I want my last thing is all of my best life lessons always come from the Oprah Winfrey Show, and I'll never forget. Truly, I'll never forget an Oprah show where they interviewed hundreds of guests leaving a wedding to say, tell me what the table settings were. You know where I'm going with this. Tell me what the centerpiece looked like. Not a one could tell the interviewer what the centerpiece looked like. The point is, people waste a lot of money on stuff that the guests don't really register. Do you agree with that?
100%. And that's why I brought up your wedding cake.
Yeah.
Everybody has the opportunity to have one wow with a wedding. And your one wow was your wedding cake, I think. And I heard your ceremony was beautiful. And of course your husband, Colin. Yes. But definitely have one thing that wows, and that could be it. It's as simple as a cake.
And then cut the rest. Thank you. Please come back.
I will.
And good luck. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break. We'll put this segment on social media. Just search for Jason Show TV. Back in a moment, everyone. Welcome back. Hello. Full house today. Well, I missed this during the pandemic. I love having the folks here, my friends, and I do a Q&A after the show. That's when I can tell you stuff that I can't tell you on TV. But this is the time where they get to ask me stuff that I can talk about on TV. So it's time to ask Jason, where's Kate? Where's Kate? Let me give it up for Kate, everybody. Come over here, Kate. Hi, Kate.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Where are you from?
Bloomington.
Bloomington, home of the Mall of America.
Yes.
My second home. What's your question for me?
Well, I want to know what you suggest for some fun summer activities.
Drinking. No, I'm just joking. No. Mimosas. No. I got to tell you, one of my favorite things around here is, and I don't think, we're not a tourist in our hometown enough. I think taking advantage of, and I'm getting a nod of the head,
yes,
taking advantage of our parks that you normally don't go to, right? We all pay a lot of money for those parks. And I'm not kidding. I think doing a staycation at home, and if you live like more in Minneapolis, I love doing a staycation in St. Paul, like doing a little weekend and staying at the St. Paul Hotel. If you live in St. Paul, come down to Minneapolis. There's so many new, cool hotels now in downtown. being a hometown in the other city, I think is a good idea.
There
we go. You're welcome. They're like a little travel agent. Where's Kimberly? Kimberly, where are you? Right here? Come on, give it up for Kimberly, everybody. Where are you from, Kimberly?
Anoka.
Oh, Anoka. Oh, Anoka.
Right.
You know I love Anoka.
I know, that was part of my question.
Okay, what's your question?
Can I name an establishment?
Of course you can.
I'm wondering what your favorite flavor of wings is at Serum's.
It's Serum's chicken wings. That's easy. Okay, here we go. Ranchilada. This is my order. You ready? Ranchilada, garlicalada, Raging Cajun, Thai, Chernobyl, extra crispy, all flats, ranch and blue cheese, and tots. And if we want an appetizer, if we're feeling really piggish, we get their nachos because they layer. So there we go. But ranchilada and garlicalada are my favorite.
Those are my top two also.
You like those two?
Yes, absolutely.
I always get them well done because I don't like a wet wing. I want them crisp. I don't want a wet wing.
Boneless or bone-in?
Bone-in, but we will do boneless sometimes, and the best flavor for boneless to me is Thai.
Okay.
I got real specific up here. Thank you. Where's Ann? Ann? Oh, give it up for Ann, everybody. What's your question?
Well, I watched the show when you're talking about getting a cloak for being a Jedi.
A Jedi costume at Disney World, yes.
Yeah, I want to know what color cloak you'd get and where you'd wear it. Because I have this in my head as well.
Well, I would wear it at a party. No, I would get a brown one like Obi-Wan.
Yes.
And I would probably wear it here on the show. I would make a tradition. I'm sorry, Aaron, is there something funny about that?
This is serious.
Thank you. This is serious, Aaron Schwab.
Whenever my children ask for something to be passed at the table, I'm like, do the Force.
Thank you. Oh, my God.
And I won't pass it until they do it.
I love my mom, but can you adopt me too? Yeah. Dara, we'll take days off. But anyway, brown, and I would wear here, traditionally, I would make Star Wars Day like a big holiday for the Jason Show, and I would come out in a full Jedi gear.
I love that so much.
Thank you.
I want to be in the audience.
Done. We'll dress up as, that's right. I love it. I love the audience. We have more fun with the audience. Coming up next, 2 audience members will have a chance to win a Jurassic Park gift set. And they'll get to see the movie before most people. How? You'll see when we come back. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Well, this is just, I can't believe this. 29 years ago this summer, oh, that just hurt me. Yeah. Movie fans packed the theater to see the first ever Jurassic Park. The 6th movie in the, and this is John Williams' score, one of the best movie scores ever. The 6th movie in the franchise, Jurassic World Dominion, opens next week. Excited about that. And Jurassic Park is the inspiration for today's Game Time. Roll it, Leo. Okay, so today's game takes us all the way back to the year that Jurassic Park opened. Oh, it was a good year too, 1993. So I'm gonna quiz you guys on pop culture from 93. Playing today to my left, give it up for Alexa, everyone. And keep it going for Connie. Can I tell you, Connie cracked me up in the commercial. She goes, I gotta tell you, I don't know anything about the 90s. And I was like, but that's all right. We have multiple choice, Connie, so you're gonna do great. Okay, hands above buzzers. We have learned that all you have to do is tap it. That's the best way to do. So here we go, and please wait until I list all of the multiple choices before you ring it. Here we go, number 1. 1993 was the start of featuring big-name performers in the Super Bowl halftime show. Who performed at that halftime? Mariah Carey, Michael Jackson, Madonna, or Whitney Houston? Alexa, this just didn't work. There we go. Alexa.
I am going to say Mariah Carey.
I am sorry, you are not right. Moves over to Connie. Michael, Madonna, or Whitney?
90s, maybe Madonna?
First of all, you get credit for doing the vote. But unfortunately, no. It is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. Okay, so this next one is an audio clue, so listen closely. This song was #1 for 8 weeks in 1993 and recorded here in Minnesota. What is the name of this song? Okay, we're out of time. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. No. Okay, that's the way love goes by Janet Jackson. It's all right. It's all right. No points awarded. Hands above buzzers. Here we go. We're playing 93 trivia. David Letterman left his NBC late night show in 1993. Who replaced Letterman on late night? Jimmy Fallon, Conan O'Brien, Pat Sajak, or Joan Rivers? Alexa.
Jimmy Fallon.
No. Over to Connie.
Conan O'Brien.
That's right! See, Connie?
Wow.
You know something about the 90s.
Yes, I do.
That's right.
Late night shows.
Connie's doing, I love Connie's little dancing, too. It's killing me. Here we go. Hands above buzzers. Sleepless in Seattle was one of the biggest hits of 1993. Where did the two main characters finally meet at the end of the movie? The Space Needle, Sears Tower, Empire State Building, or the Golden Gate Bridge? Connie.
Empire State Building.
Yes!
You gotta help me out
I was
here.
gonna say. We should call this game Connie Strikes Back. Whoa! Okay, hands above buzzers. Here we go. Mattel produced a new Ken doll in 1993 featuring what? A Ken with Birkenstocks, a Ken with a flannel shirt, a Ken with an earring, or Ken with a nose ring? Connie.
Earring.
Yes! And it became the best-selling Ken doll in history. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Hands above buzzers. Staff, no jokes over there. Here we go. This primetime drama aired its final episode in 1993 after 14 seasons on the air. Was it Dallas, Knots Landing, Dynasty, or Falcon Crest? Alexa.
I'm gonna go with Knots Landing.
You are right. Very good. Dallas ended a couple years before that, and Knots Landing ended after 344 episodes, but that's all the fun facts I'm going to give you about that. Okay, here we go. Hands above buzzers. This future Real Housewife was crowned Miss USA in 1993. Lisa Rinna, Bethany Frankel, Kenya Moore, or Countess Luann? Alexa.
Countess Luann.
No. Over to Connie. Lisa Rinna, Bethany Frankel, or Kenya Moore?
Lisa Rinna.
No. No points there. It was Kenya Moore from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We have time for one more. Here we go. Hands above buzzers. Characters on this teen drama graduated high school in 1993. Were they from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Beverly Hills 90210, Boy Meets World, or My So-Called Life? Alexa.
Boy Meets World.
No. Over to you, Connie.
I'm thinking Buffy.
No. It was Beverly Hills 90210, but it doesn't matter. Congrats to both of our players. You're both going home with a Jurassic World Dominion prize package. Ooh, that's right.
Wow.
And there we go.
Do you want me to hold one?
Now, Connie, I expect you to wear this backpack. There we go. Yes.
I will.
Hey, and good news for the studio audience. You are all going to get advance passes to a screening of Jurassic World Dominion. And you're going to see the movie before it opens in theaters. That's right. Thanks to our friends at Universal and Niemer Fieger. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Love it. Look who's back. Hey, you.
Hello.
Kendall's back. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Hi. Disney's newest ride at Epcot has only been open a few days, but it's already causing a few problems for some riders. This is the ride I told you guys about. The Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster at Epcot opened on Friday. New reports say cast members are now offering barf bags to all riders after so many people started getting motion sickness. The deal is, look at that car. The car rotates 360 degrees and features the first ever reverse launch of a roller coaster in Disney Disney history. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. It's good, though. It's good. Welcome back. We don't have time, a lot of time left. I just want to say thank you. I'm grateful for every audience, but this audience today has just been tremendous, and I'm very grateful. If you want tickets to our show, go to our Facebook page and click tickets. You're in by 9:30, you're out by 11:30. It's a good time. Come see us. Tomorrow, the Thrifty Traveler is back to talk summer airline issues. How can we help? We'll try to. That's tomorrow. But right now, if you're a kid watching and you're being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody.